Them, the one who encourages you to audit them. Testing, testing. Alrighty. Let's wait for a few more people to get in here. We're doing a review, a reading of the Torrens Repeal Law. First and foremost, let me begin by defining repeal.
Revoke or annul a law or congressional act.
Let me do that one more time. Repeal.
Here's the definition of repeal: revoke or annul a law or congressional act.
Alrighty. Let's wait for a few more people to get in. Revoke. Hey, T-Dotter, Tommy V, collecting. Hello there. He said collecting unfiltered news tube. Yeah, no, I believe I mentioned Niles by mistake. Yeah, I made a mistake there as well, Tommy V. Alrighty, repeals Torrens law. We're doing a review. This is not legal advice. Do more reading at home. And this is 765 ILCS 41. Hey, Tommy V, tell us about that. Who did you speak with? Alrighty, 765 ILCS 41. So, before we get into that, let's define Torrens. Make sure you hit the thumb up meanwhile. Torrens. Alrighty, repeals. Torrens. Torrens. No, it's not going to pronounce. So Torrens here, if we Google it, if we do a quick Google search, it's going to say, is a system for registration of land under which, upon the landowner's application, the court may, after appropriate proceedings, direct the issuance of a certificate of title. So, void, this is saying repeals, Torrens repeal law. Well, let's go ahead and continue here reading. Let's see. Yeah, that was my fault, Tommy V. 765 ILCS 40 Torrens Repeal Law. This article may be cited as the Torrens Repeal Law. References in this article to this act. And this is telling us adverse. 765 ILCS 440/20. As used in this act, here it's giving us definitions. Adverse instrument means any document, instrument, or paper that is adversely affects. Adverse means a document that affects, but does not convey the fee title to registered land, and the validity of which is not dependent upon. I gotta learn how to zoom in on this. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta zoom in here. Hey, Gloria Ad. Chad, hello there. Let's see if I'm able to zoom in. Let me see here. Filters. Zoom. Let's see. Nope. Alrighty, let's see what we could do here. Adverse instrument means any document, instrument, or paper that is adversely affects but does not convey the fee title to registered land, and the validity of which is not dependent upon consent by an owner or by the registered land, or some person claiming by, through or under the owner, that owner. Adverse instruments include but are not limited to mechanics lien, adverse instrument, mechanics lien claims, memoranda of judgment, and lis pendens notices. Oh shit. And lis pendens notices. Adverse instruments do not include sheriff deeds, marshal deeds, or tax deeds. Huh. Chad is saying, what is this document about? You gotta rewind the video to where I defined the word Torrens and the word repeal. Just rewind the video about 5 minutes ago. Alrighty, so this right here, lien, let's go ahead and carry on. This is something I might have to read over many times to fully comprehend. Tommy V said, I spoke to the front desk, sounded like the older lady. Then I called back and got Amy, who transferred me to HR assistant. Huh. Voluntary instrument means any document, instrument, or paper that either conveys the fee title to the registered land or affects title to registered land, and the validity of which is dependent upon consent by an owner of the registered land, or some person claiming by, through, or under that owner. Voluntary instrument include but are not limited to deeds, including tax deeds, sheriff's deeds and marshal's deeds, mortgages, assignments of mortgage, lease, grants of easement or license. Registered land means real property and interest in real property. That title to which, let's read this one over right here. Registered land means real property and interest in real property, the title to which has been registered under the Registered Titles Torrens Act. Registered titles, registration, certification of condition of title, or register's certification of condition of title. Huh. Means a document prepared manually or by data processing equipment that contains the number of the certificate of title, name of the owner, permanent real estate index number, PREIN. Right. What about Registered Titles Act? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, where did we see that at? Registered Titles Act. Right here. Well, let me check on this feed right here. ILCS, Registered Titles Act. Oh, beautiful. This one is saying, oh shit, they say repealed. No data on this shit. Not to be found. Alrighty, let's go ahead and continue here. Registered land. You open up my batch. Let me open up my batch here. What about the registered title? Pro tip, only the titles of the statute are law. Subsections may have errors. Alrighty, registered land means real property and interest in real property that the title has been registered under the Registered Titles Torrens Act. Register's certification of condition of title means a document prepared manually or by data processing equipment that contains a number of certificate of title, name of the owner, permanent ID, legal description of the land, and the nature of the estate of the owner, and by memorial. Memorial contains a description of all estates, easements, encumbrances, liens, interests, and changes to which the estate of the owner is subject. In the event title to the land is held in trust, it shall so state, and if the land is subject to any condition or limitation, it shall state the nature and character of the condition or limitation. I might have to read this stuff over many times. Alrighty, Section 3, 765 ILCS 40/3, Section 3. On and after the effective date of this act, no additional land may be registered. Yeah, because they repealed it under the Registered Titles Act. Torrens. On and after the effective date of this act and before January 97th, the register shall accept for registration as memorials or otherwise on registered land only adverse instruments. Alrighty. Section 5, and after the effective date and before 97, the register shall refuse to accept for registration any instrument that is a voluntary instrument. Instead of accepting a voluntary instrument for registration, the registrar shall, upon payment of the statutory recording fee, place on record with the recorder each current certificate of title or a registered certification of condition of titles title to all lands affected by the voluntary instrument. Before placing the certificate of record, the register shall memorialize on the certificates or certification any instruments, documents, or papers that have been filed with the registrar and that have not yet been memorialized. Hey, Ali One, what up though? The subsections can be challenged. Check the chapter titles. We still need to see the, yeah, that's why you have to have hardcovers. As a matter of fact, that might be one of the hardcovers that I have. Section 6, that might be suppression. That could be defined as freedom suppression T-dotter. If that's withheld and repealed, it can be construed as, okay, so 97 thereafter, as it can be. Section 6, practically be accomplished. The register shall, without charge, place on record with the recorder of registers. Oh, we read that one. 7, Section 7. Upon each filing with the recorders under Section 5 or 6, the recorded certificate or register's certification shall, from and after the date of the recording, constitute a new chain of record title in the registered owner of any estate or interest, as shown on the certificate or register's certification, subject only to the estates, mortgages, liens, charges, and interest as may be noted on the certificate or register's certification, and free from all other except the following: unpaid general taxes, special taxes or special assessments, and unredeemed tax sales and forfeitures. for non-payment. First of all, let's define redemption, because last time I checked, redemption means to pay back when you did harm or something like that. So let's define redemption and let's define forfeiture before we continue. Redemption.
Here's the definition of redemption: the action of saving or being saved from sin, error, or evil.
Okay, that's cute. Did you hear that? Redemption. The first meaning, there's two definitions on this quick Google search. Says from Oxford. We could look this up in Black's Law. We could look this up in Bovier's, yada yada. But this is the first thing that pops up from a Google search. The action of saving or being saved from sin, comma, error, comma, or evil. The action of saving or being saved from sin, error, or evil. Now the second definition says the action of regaining or gaining possession of something in exchange for payment, comma, or clearing a debt, or clearing a debt. A debt. So, look at the first definition, how cute that is. The action of saving or being saved from sin, comma, error, comma, or evil. That's cheerful. That is cheerful. Yeah, by statute, they might have a different meaning. So let's see this. Redemption, definition, ILCS. Well, the term redemption is defined in the Illinois mortgage foreclosure owner or redemption as having the right to redeem the amount secured by a mortgage. This is done by paying a remaining balance. You know what? Hold the fuck on. Let me look up the alrighty. In the IMFL, which stands for Illinois Mortgage Foreclosure Law. So let me go ahead and copy that statute. Put that statute here. Alrighty. Here we go. Well, there's no redemption definition per se, but here's owner of redemption means a mortgager or other owner or co-owner or mortgage real estate. No, there has to be. Let me do some more digging. Okay, I'll do this digging at a later time. Somebody remind me, let's finish doing this reading here. And hey, MTP, hello there. So unpaid general taxes, special taxes, or special assessments, and under unredeemed tax sales and forfeitures. Remember, let's define forfeitures. Forfeiture. Okay, forfeiture is a loss of a right or a right, property, or money without compensation as a result of failing to perform an obligation or condition. Huh! Look how cute that is. Failing to perform an obligation or condition. How many public employees forfeited? But now let's define forfeiture under the ILCS. Forfeiture, ILCS. Okay, that's something else we'll look up at a later time. Let's go ahead and continue what we have here on hand. Liens number 2. So these are exceptions. Number 2, liens for federal income taxes payable to the United States recorded in the office of the recorder before the recording of certificate of title. Number 3, liens for payable to the Illinois Department of Revenue recorded in the office of the recorder before the recording of certificate of title. Number 4, mechanics liens that are recorded in accordance with the statutory authority creating the liens after recording of certificate of registers certifications under section 5 or 6. Title to the land shall be conveyed or encumbered in the same manner as title to undersigned unregistered lands. All the instruments shown as a memorials on the certificate or registered certifications or conditions of title so recorded shall be at the same force and effect as if they were filed with the recorder at the time where they were filed or were otherwise memorialized on the certificates of title or registered certifications of condition of title. No instrument, however, that was filed on the recorder in any public office before the recording as provided in this act, but that was not duly registered shall become effective and constitute public notice as to those lands as a result of the recording as provided in this act, except that an instrument may be recorded thereafter. So like I said, I might have to read this stuff over a few times. I'm not this is not legal advice. Do more reading at home. Recording a certificate of title. Recording a certificate of title or registrar's certification of condition of title under section 5 or 6 shall not disturb the effect of any proceedings under the registry system where the question of title to real property has been determined. All proceedings had in connection with the registering of titles that relate to the settlement or determination of the title before that the recording, and all provisions of the Registered Titles Torrens Act that relate to the statute of the title shall have continuing force and effect with respect to the period of the time the title remained under the registry system. That's what was okay. Those provisions giving rise to a right of action for damages against the county shall also continue in force and effect with respect to the period of the time the title remained under the registry system. Nothing contained in this section 9. Nothing contained in this section Act diminishes, or impairs any existing right in or pertaining to registered land, or any existing right to resort to the immediate indemnity fund created under section 99 through 103 of the Registered Titles Torrens Act, but that right may be asserted and enforced in some manner to the same extent and subject to the same limitations as provided in those sections. Okay, here's the good part. This, they said it was repealed. Where was that at? Here we go. Okay, let's see. Registered Titles Torrens Act. Okay. Anyway, Just wanted to do a quick reading here. Thank you guys all for coming in. If you have not, if you just got in here late, then please read the text that you see on the screen here. This is the Illinois 765 ILCS 40 Torrens repeal law. Torrens repeal law. So it may, may be irrelevant to some folks, but at the end of the day, we have to keep an open mind on many procedures, and knowledge is the key to success. So we have to keep on gigging. This is a lifetime gig. Thank you guys again for coming in here, tuning in. If you have not hit the thumb up already, please subscribe, share all the videos on all platforms, and be on the lookout because there's new A1 content coming fairly soon. The way that Scott performed, we needed that performance. We needed that performance because there's other stores that don't perform like that. There's other agencies, they perform, like I said, honorable and respectful. So we needed Scott to perform the way that he performed, so it could be shown, that this is not just happening at one or two or three stores. This is happening at many stores. The tall, what was his name? The lifeguard, he started saying, "Oh, you're not a customer." I told him, sir. He said otherwise when he started seeing the statutes. But thank you guys again for tuning in. Hey, Brendan Mitchell, the one who encourages you to audit down.